Memory is complicated. Memory is not like picture perfect representation of the past.
The past helps you navigate.
Well, I hate my past.
The past events are the ones which shape the future.
Do you spend more time thinking about the past or the future?
The past. Future. Future a lot, yeah.
Future.
More time thinking about the future.
Oh, definitely the future. But what I'm reading right now talks about how if you can go into your mind and like sort of replay the instances that happened in the past, you can sort of change the future. I know it's a wacky theory, but
I guess it's on a more of a reflection thing, because a lot of times people will just ignore something that happened, right?
yeah, definitely.
Like, nah, it's a random thing. That won't happen to me again. Next thing, chiki happens again. I think that's one way to interpret it.
Because we are creatures of habit.
Yes. Yes.
The future. The past is in the past.
I think about the future a lot. More time I think about the future.
The future. Don't like to live in the past too much. But I've been teaching myself to be more grounded in the present as well, because I don't want to be caught in a hamster wheel cycle of chasing the next high, the next this, the next that. So practicing mindfulness to say my feet are here right now, today, and I'm enjoying the space.
I think I think about both a lot, because sometimes I think about the things that happened in the past that are currently affecting my future. So yeah, I think about both a lot.
More time thinking about the future and decisions that I have to make to get me to where I need to be.
I spend more time thinking about the future. I used to think mostly about the past, but the past is the past, and there's nothing that can change that. So you gotta just look forward and think about the future.
Mostly the present, but like closer to the future if I had to gauge between those two.
The past, and I don't think that's like a good thing. I think it makes me nostalgic, and it makes me very idealistic, because I also feel as though we don't really... Memory is complicated. Memory is not like picture perfect representation of the past. Like we forget things and re-remember things in relation to how we were feeling about those things. And I think my therapist actually told me once, like, whoa, like you are deeply embedded in your past, constantly reevaluating what you should have done, how you could have done things better. And sometimes that's not the most useful way of spending your time.
Yeah, you're right.
It's something that I've had to work on, actually.
I got an interesting journaling prompt the other day. Like, it really challenged me. It was like, which moment, what is the fondest memory you would want to go back to? And I was like, wow. Immediately I would think this specific moment, but then you also have to remember all the other things that were happening in that moment.
Yeah.
All those other things good.
That's the thing, right? Like memory is complex, man. Like it's a projection of the past. It's not the past.
Exactly. It's a projection. Like summer 16. It really wasn't summer 16.
Like summer 16 was great for music, but like everything else though, like I was sleep deprived every day. Like I was fighting for my life, dude. So
but we still say remember summer 16.
Exactly.
For me, it's a 50-50 situation. But
it's mostly the future. Yeah.
So the future. For me, it's the future. For me, it's the future. The past is a no. For me, it's the future. Yeah.
I spend more time thinking about the future compared to the past, because the past it's way back. It's gone.
Do you spend more time thinking about the past or the future?
Future.
Okay, that's good.
I rarely think about the past.
I think a healthy balance. I think the past helps you navigate, or just make sure that you're on track to where you said you wanted to go, where you want to go. The future, my goal is to be old. So I need to be old. So I think about it like every time I eat horribly, I just beat myself up because I'm just like, you're trying to live long. Why are you eating all of this nonsense? Like, how are you gonna, how
are you gonna prolong this life?
Yeah, and all the other serious stuff, guys. I think about that stuff too. Okay.
Now I think more about the future.
Do you spend more time thinking about the past or the future?
I think more about death.
More about?
Death.
But is that the past or the future?
It's the future. I'm gonna be added to.
I'm like, wait, what? Okay, but I get you.
It's a bit of both.
I think about the future, always.
I used to spend a lot of time thinking about my past, and now I spend a lot of my time thinking about my future. And I think what happened was I was thinking about my past a lot, and then I was trying to think about my present, and I ended up thinking about my future. So now I'm trying to find the balance between the two so I can think about the now.
The future, at most.
Do you spend more time thinking about the past or the future?
The future.
Not necessarily about the past. I'm always... I spend enough time on the present, and I do spend time also on the future.
Well, I hate my past, so mostly I think about my past. I feel like I could have changed, I could have done things better.
Is both an answer? I think it's both.
Definitely the future. It's the only thing that matters at this point.
I spend more time, obviously the future. Can't be the past, man. The
Some
past
people is the past.
Hell no. That, like, what are you doing? It's definitely the future. It's definitely the future, and I think that's what's made me always stay on top of things. Definitely the future.
The present.
The present. I think about the present a lot. What's currently happening.
I used to spend more time thinking about the past, but I've changed. I now think more about the future than the past. But the past events are the ones which shape the future.
A little bit of both.
I think the future. Yeah, definitely the future.
I'd say I give an equal amount of time to both.
It's seasonal. If I'm working towards a goal, I will be thinking more of the future and the outcome of that goal. But then if I'm just, comfortable, I'll most probably reminisce or analyze things from the past to plan.